the SEC director found out that the SEC has been lying about Ripple. XRP Garland House says again that Ripple is ready to talk with the SEC if the agency gives more information about XRP. This will help American institutions like Bank of America gain a competitive edge by using Ripple OTSL. The price of XRP as of today is $0.35, and the trading volume for the past 24 hours is $136 billion. We're updating the US dollar price of XRP in real time. XRP is down 30% in the last day and a half. World Crypto Finance. If you liked this video, don't forget to like it and sign up for the channel. Do you agree with the analysts about XRP? Write your answers in the comments, and I'll give you 500 XRP. At the end of the week, XRP coins will be sent to a random subscriber. Check out the comments for how to do something. You just have to write the word XRP. Watch the whole video to find out how to like and subscribe. The index of relative strength in the past few days, RSI, has not been clear. Last week, the RSI held a value of 50, which is a neutral value, as support. However, this level has not been passed recently. So, there could be some ups and downs over the weekend. Also, the Awesome Oscillator, AO, was below zero, but it hasn't yet shown a strong bearish impulse. The /D line had a resistance zone right above it, which was shown by two white lines with dots. If a /D can get past this area, it will show that demand for the XRP rally is strong. The Directional Movement Index, DMI, showed that there wasn't a strong trend because it was at level 20, just above the 20 mark, and the color was yellow. Technically, this meant that the trend was going down, but it also meant that there hadn't been a big trend in the last few days. In the next day or two, the 35 to 36 cents range for Dash will be important to protect the bulls. If a lower low forms below this area, it will mean that sellers are getting stronger. On the shorter time frames, momentum indicators were not clear. Bitcoin could also have a big effect on where XRP goes in the near future. After putting in motions for a summary trial, objections and answers were filed. The people who use XRP are looking forward to U.S. Judge Analisa Torres's decision on the lawsuit to find out if the cryptocurrency is a security. Some people in the XRP community think that Ripple will lose the case, even though the XRP community hopes that Judge Torres will rule in Ripple's favor. Gene Hoffman, who is the chief operating officer of GeoNetwork, is one of the cryptocurrency stakeholders who thinks that Ripple will lose its case against the Securities and Exchange Commission. In a recent tweet, Hoffman told XRP holders that former SEC Corporate Finance Director William Hinman had told Ripple executives that XRP was a security. He shared a screenshot of what the SEC said in a recent response to a short court ruling, telling XRP holders to get ready for the future without Ripple. Did you know that Bill Hinman told Ripple's management in 2019 that XRP is a security in his opinion? I also don't plan for a future Ripple. SEC Loss, the founder of Crypto Law, and the lawyer for Ripple John Deaton replied to Hoffman's statement by saying that he would put the comment in the right context using FaxDT, and that 2 months after Hoffman's controversial speech in June 2018, when the former SEC executive said that ETH and BTC were not securities, Ripple CEO Brad Garland House and CTO David Schwartz met with former SEC Chairman Jay Clayton and him to get clear rules for XRP. On June 13, 2018, he added that the day before Hinman's controversial speech, SEC lawyers carefully looked at XRP using the Howey test to see if it is a security or not. DTNS's lawyer says that if Clayton and Hinman were sure that XRP was a security, they would have told Ripple's executives at that meeting. They didn't, though, and DTNS's lawyer says that the agency never told Garland House and Schwartz that SEC enforcement lawyers thought XRP was a security. This meeting with Clayton, Garland House, and Schwartz was the perfect chance to tell Ripple that XRP is a security, assuming that's what the SEC lawyers decided. Deaton said that the SEC's enforcement division would have suggested filing a letter of enforcement action against Ripple if the SEC had decided that XRP was a security. He also said that the SEC would not do nothing after deciding that XRP is a security and watching Ripple executives sell illegal securities to the public for more than a year. Deaton also says that the SEC would have given the securities regulators an advantage in the lawsuit by giving them the XRP memo at the time of discovery. If the 2018 XRP memorandum had said that XRP was clearly a security, the SEC would have sent it out for discovery, as was done in the minutes of the August 2018 meeting. If the SEC had found that XRP was a security, they would have given it to Ripple and told them they had time to fix it. A lawyer for Deaton also said that Coinbase and its security lawyers met with Hinman in January 2019 to talk about the exchange's plans to list XRP. Lawyers for Coinbase told Hinman and the SEC that they ran XRP through the Coinbase framework, which is used to figure out if an asset is a security. Notably, the SEC didn't object to Coinbase, and on February 25, 2019, the exchange listed XRP and pushed for it to be used by many people. Will we finally see the documents for William Hinman's speech in 2018? The SEC has been fighting for a long time so that they don't end up with Ripple and become public. The documents were sent to Ripple, but to the public lawyer, they are still secret. Phelan thinks that the judge will declassify any document, including Hinman's, depending on how much she relied on him when making decisions. Hinman said that Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP are not securities, but he did not say anything about XRP. Ripple thinks that the agency talked about XRP when they were preparing for the speech. Notably, the SEC and Ripple have officially filed sealed briefs with their responses to the brief judgment. Many people expect the parties to talk about Hinman's documents in their responses. But it might not be like that. James K. Feeling talked about his thoughts on Hinman's documents being made public and the chance to see how the parties' response summaries talk about parts of the documents. I have some ideas about the deadlines for Hinman's documents, motions for summary judgment, and issues of secrecy that have not been resolved. Instead of typing them along with the topic, I put them in a separate file. There are still 3 big problems that haven't been solved, and people are asking for a simpler way to decide. Expert Challenges Dalbert wants to talk about problems with how expert reports are sorted. Hinman documents and other materials were mentioned by the SEC, and Ripple Feeling said that he doesn't think that excerpts from Hinman's documents will be mentioned in the summary judgment response summaries. The lawyer for Ripple said that if the defendants refer to Hinman's speech drafts in 2018, the SEC will change any links that point to parts of Hinman's documents. I don't think any of the next answers will talk about Hinman's papers. So long as Hinman's documents are mentioned, I think the SEC will edit these links like they have in the past, he said. James K. says that a Taurus who feels judged can make one big written decision on all of the unresolved issues of the trial, including petitions for a summary trial based on what has happened in the past. Ripple's general counsel, Stuart Elderbrody, told everyone about the lawsuit's big victory. He thinks that Ripple has done a good job of fighting over the past 2 years. In December 2020, the SEC sued Ripple and 2 of its top executives, saying that the sale of XRP for $1.3 billion was an unregistered securities offering. Elderbrody said that Ripple's last attempt to get the court to rule in our favor would be the summaries of the answers. He says that Ripple is proud of how it has protected the whole cryptocurrency industry and that the company has always been honest with the court. In a 62-page court document, the SEC argues that it is entitled to a summary judgment because the defendants did not object to the important fact that the XRP sales are an offer of an investment contract under Section 2.1 of the Securities Act of 1993. The SEC also gave 3 facts that show that the Ripple XRP offer is a contract to invest. The agency said that Ripple and its executives did not dispute the fact that investors gave $2 billion to the blockchain company in exchange for XRP. Also, the defendants didn't say anything about the fact that the Howey test proved general entrepreneurship. The agency said that the defendants' actions tied the fortunes of XRP investors together, citing an excerpt from a memo by lawyer John Deaton Amici Curiae that says Ripple's loss will hurt investors. The SEC also said that Ripple didn't dispute an important part of how he was testing the expectation of making money from the work of others. The defendants made a lot of public statements saying that they would do things to raise the price of XRP. This was partly because Ripple had a huge pile of XRP potential, and investors know that Ripple was financially forced to do exactly that. The agency said that the SEC's argument against Ripple was that many people who bought XRP did not think of it as an investment in a blockchain company. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission said that this argument does not follow the law because the main question should be whether Ripple has forced potential investors to expect profits from the work of others. None of the things the defendants say to the contrary stop a decision from being made in a simpler way. In response, the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, said that the defendants' main strategy is to use fake tests to confuse the facts and put the blame on the SEC. This is done by rejecting the controlling precedent. Ripple has also filed an edited response to the SEC's objection to its motion for summary trial. In an edited response, Ripple said again that its motion for summary judgment should be granted because the SEC can't prove that any offer of XRP was a sale of an investment contract. The SEC doesn't really object, but they say that they've found a few cases where the main parts of the investment contract talked about in the hallway were missing. But this statement doesn't hold up to criticism because the SEC just gives wrong information about its cases. In the end, the SEC can't find a case where an investment contract was found without the main parts listed in the high Ripple. They say that their argument is based on 3 points. First, the SEC summary shows that it can't prove that money was invested. Second, the report from the Securities and Exchange Commission confirms that it can't show that there was a common enterprise. Third, the XRP holders can't expect to make money from what the defendant is doing. What do you think XRP will be like in 2023? Write what you think will happen in the comments. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. Please don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new videos. Also, don't forget to enter our contest in the XRP comments to get 500 XRP added to your account.